Welcome everyone. One second. That was a horrible start. Yeah, it's so loud. 1 second. Uh, let's see here. Let's just lower that. Okay. Sorry for that horrible start with the... I forgot that I don't have a game capture for this game quite yet, so I have to make one. On top of that, the forgot to turn the lights on. That's a start. But yeah. Welcome everyone. Welcome to what remains of Edith Finch. Uh, game's kind of starting on its own. But before we get started, yeah, sorry about the lack of streams for the past couple weeks. It's just like the holiday stuff that I had to do. Why is my hair? Oh, my haircut's it's growing out pretty weirdly right now. Whatever. Um, yeah, for the new year, we decided to change things up a bit. We're changing my stream schedule as well as the games we're playing. Normally the schedule for the past year or two or so has been Monday and Thursdays was Trails, and Friday we played Heaven Burns Red. But recently we've been catching up with Heaven Burns Red content, and there's not much to do. So I've decided for Heaven Burns Red, we're only playing that on Fridays where we have content to do, or maybe just like playing that whenever we have time and the content. Otherwise, Trails will be set to 1 day, and we'll be playing through a much bigger variety of games for the rest of the streams, as well as we're going to go from all scheduled streams to more 50-50 of spontaneous streams and scheduled streams. So I am not sure. I think we're gonna say, let's say Mondays. Let's do Thursday for Trails, because yeah, let's do Thursdays for Trails. Hammers on Fridays if there's content, and we'll probably do more than that if there's a lot of stuff to do. But yeah. In the meantime, we have a bunch of games to play. We're starting with What Remains of Edith Finch, and if I think this game is relatively short, and if we finish this, we will be playing or be starting Blueprints afterwards. So I'm kind of excited for that. There will be, like, on the list, there's a whole bunch of games. There's The Forgotten City, Hades 2, Silk Song. I want to try Persona 5. I want to give that one a shot. There's Tunic, The Witness, Room 96. There's a bunch of other games that I haven't bought yet, but those are the games I have bought and been wanting to play. But we have a whole bunch, and then there's a backlog for Trails and all that, so we got a couple games to play. But anyways, that's enough of that. I think it's finally time to get started with this. We've been staring at this book for quite a while now. Let's see.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Let me just turn the game up a little bit again. It's hard to find the right balance. Graphics, full screen, is it windowed? Perfect. I'm pretty sure if that's the default settings, we can live with that. Controls. I think I'm gonna turn up to. I noticed that this scroll sideways quite a bit.
With the house.
The house. Yeah, I can live with this. It is first person. Oh.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
No, one of these narrative games. I think it's one of these narrative point-click games. You have to look there. I or shift or control to zoom. Walking is very slow.
I lived here until I was 11,
Just never do
but I
game.
wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh. This game doesn't look quite. This game doesn't look too bad. Foliage is nice. That is a very strange house. I honestly have no idea what this game's about or what the story is. I didn't even realize like the style of game was gonna be. So
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
what? Patent directly again? Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Hmm.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay, so we have two options already. We can go through the very clear road or this downwards winding path that leads somewhere. We'll see. Let's just check this out. I like a little bit of exploration. There's gotta be stuff to see, right?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
I'm starting
But
to...
now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay. So this house seems very important. Uh, am I actually going making progress? I actually wanted to do some like side exploration and just see what's around. But maybe the other path is the way to go. You know what? I'm gonna miss out on something regardless. Hopefully the game accounts for that, and I will just go this way.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Okay, so that's the path over there. I think it we eventually merge back, and this is just a optional path. Cool. The game's a little bit dark. I mean, like the forest, obviously, because of the lighting, but could just be an overcast day. Or just, yeah. No, we do meet up. Okay, so that was not much of a detour.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Yeah, this layout's kind of strange of that house, like the way it's built. Those huge long columns to the top. I like the textures they do though, for like just kind of very gray wood. And then
As a
like
child,
big
the
contrast with
house
that
made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into
brown and everything.
words.
These textures are really nice. Narration's nice. I do wish we
Now,
moved a little bit
as a
faster.
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
To be fair, if I was a kid and I saw this, I'd be like, that's cool, but also terrifying, because, like, why is this so different and weird? I have...
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
What are my shoes? Let's open the garage. Okay, side path that is. swing there. That's kind of broken. That. What is that? An island? A boat? Sunken ship? That's a ship. No, that's not a ship. That's just a fence with the statue. A lot of mysteries. What's this ringing? I've wind chimes. Okay. Oh, that's loud. I just. You call him through the pet fence?
Prowling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier
pet
when I
doggy
was
door?
11.
I would imagine.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
This is home? Okay. You know, let's go towards the light. I'm a bug.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Okay, so this family just was ruined in one night, and then you left.
It was like a
Everything
bomb
as
had
is?
gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
What?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
So many questions. I guess this is where the mystery starts.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There's a lot of abnormal things, like this chimney that kind of happens as it goes up to one side.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Mm. Okay.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
You had a lost brother? What? This place is messed up. There's so many things. So many quite. Okay, so I'm just getting the layouts of the place. Do you want to go up or do you want to go in? Let's just go check this out.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Where's this key go? I'm guessing it's the last thing. Like the key is the last key
After
of the
Milton
game, maybe.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Milton disappeared. I am.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay.
I I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
This is Uncle Walter's room?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
That's what the key's for.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Don't tell me your brother's right there. I have to go somewhere else first. That key seems like too important to Molly. 1947. Everybody's rooms were locked up. Eddie, Edith Finch. 20. Okay. Mountains. US flag. Gotcha. A lot of photos. Bugs. Okay.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
That's Odin. Peepholes.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
A lot of these places are locked. This is a very interesting way of doing this. I should check out the other doors. I'm kind of curious what lies behind. Hopefully there's no horror stuff.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
You have a peephole to your bathroom? What? That's so weird.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What is this story? What is this family? Okay. Well, we have to check out this place right now. This little...
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wasn't that a closet? Oh, yeah, okay. This is Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving. so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Which way? No.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I kept eating and eating.
No.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh my. Throw it up. Throw it up right now, please. You're gonna.
Then
Oh.
I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
What is this kind of story? Kind of. This is why cats are moving.
The babies were all gone. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
This is actually really creative so far.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
It started with eating toothpaste.
A mama rabbit.
Where?
She was almost too big to carry. I I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Something's
And suddenly,
really wrong with
I was a shark.
you. Roll into the water, or are we just?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, I'm like an octopus or something. Like, they just smelled my arm. I got it. I understand. Kind of.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
It's not a diary. This is like what?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have.
Didn't expect
so
any
I
of this
swam towards
from
it.
this game, but all right. This is very different than what I expected. That's okay. What am I getting?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is so weird. Toilet? This is your room. This is our...
I got closer and closer.
Please don't tell me eat your own gerbil. We have a pet gerbil. Don't tell me it's...
all of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep.
Was that a
But
dream?
it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
That is some storytelling. Yep.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so Edie and Edith are different, two different people. Okay. Um. Gotcha. So there are quite a few people here. What are these leaves? Why are they separated? The Finches. Okay. I hear cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
How do I stop this? How do I stop this? Controls, maybe? I can figure that out. Okay. Am I not playing right now? Play. Okay. Oh, I just moved somewhere else.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh. I'm Edith. Oh no. I'm not Edith. Who's Edith? People? No, it's the opposite way. I see. Oh, the portrait.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Why is there a chair in the bathroom?
It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
No, I want to go back in the other room. Open this door. Oh, it's glued shut. Well, your mom really did not want anyone going exploring this house at all.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
There's a lot of stuff in this game. A lot of assets. Mitten. Why is there like so many crawl spaces?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
To command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
You had resolve? Gotcha.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
He's in cast and he's just swinging.
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Do what?
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He's just... Oh. Okay. I did see that swing there, and I was wondering why I was like so
Calvin's
tangled.
story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
He died when he was 11.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Let's... Up. I don't know which way it goes. Up it goes. Okay.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I'm gonna check out the other room first. Bottles is hidden here. Oh. Shortcuts to experience through those rooms. Okay, gotcha. Glued shut again. A dress just waiting to be ironed.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Is that a moldy cake? I mean, check. Yeah. Hi-fi. And sense dreadful
Of all
stories.
the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Can we explore the house in like other ways now? Because nah, I don't think that. Yeah, but I think it's a comic book, so to follow the. Walter's room.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He could act right. She played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from
What is this
inside
ending?
the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I assume our room is at the top floor because we're working our way from the oldest room to the newest room as we go up. Edie's not gonna get her own room for some reason. Probably because that's where the mystery ends. So we're gonna work our way up. I assume we get some of Walter next. But we can also go to the next room via the music box key. Okay, so this is the way out, I assume, because that wasn't a shortcut. It was the
I guess
only
now
exit.
I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
But my friend.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
It's getting dark. We've been on all the rooms on this floor, I believe.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I don't trust this basement at all. At least I had a laundry room. Oh, it's still not completely the basement. Let's see. Oh,
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I agree. Look at this place. Oh boy.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
That's a tunnel. Without any light.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
This... You have... If you have a bunker, it should be non-perishable foods. You have cereal in here.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Gonna do this first, I think. Oh, Walter. Oh, he lived here.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What told me he's still in here?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
1968?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
There's no way of being alone.
Having a schedule, living for today.
I guess you have a radio.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
It's the shaking.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
I never like those cans. They're so easy to hurt yourself with.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
2005? Wow, he lived pretty long.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Was it Edith?
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Was it Molly?
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
You didn't build this. This is just... this house. Well, you have books. You did some entertainment.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly
Oh, the monster.
and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I want to see what the other end of that place. It looks like a waste pit, and there's some sort of road. I want to go to the other side, but I guess that's not meant to be. Or maybe I just
Whatever's out there,
explored first.
I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it especially the food.
After
I
30
don't
years?
mind if I only have a year left.
How do you know you
Or a
even have a
month.
year? Or a month. Okay, you don't know.
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Okay, so I was right about having Walter
Walter
next.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Then...
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
All these lies.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oh, it's up. We go down. Fun.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else was she hiding?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
That hits.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone
Well,
else.
it's like narrative storytelling like this.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Yeah, this family has a lot of things going on. It's
Maybe we believed so much in a
that was
family
when Walter's
curse,
here.
we made it real.
There was never a train. How do I open the book? I want to open the book. Was Walter... Did Walter have a twin brother, and that was... So I guess they're both in the ocean? I mean, there is a light there. I wonder if there's a boat somewhere we can... Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if I should even be writing this.
I mean... For posterity's
Maybe
sake,
it'd be
for
better
your...
if all this just died with me.
It's a
But I
story.
thought you should know about your family.
Oh, this is Edith's perspective. And... Oh... Okay.
And the history you're a part of.
Oh, this is walkable? I don't think we go there. No. It's this way. Okay, I just want to confirm. I did see this walkable path, but... I thought I see, like, some rocks
To
over
be
there,
honest,
but...
I feel
yes.
as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them.
Why
for
are we...
what that's worth.
Why are we so low? I don't want to find any dead bodies, so I'm just gonna keep going this... At least the lights are working wherever we walk. I don't trust these stairs. Not with my knife. Guess we made it.
And when you look at the house, That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
The resolute boy. Do we want to go back into the house? Or do we want to just...
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Damn.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly. Calvin. Calvin's the one that swung. Then built. Edith Finch lived a long life. The same as Walter? No. Walter... Oh. Howard died when she was 16.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
This one house is pretty far from everybody else.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
I wouldn't trust that with I ain't even near that thing. It seems like an infection just waiting to happen.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
More Finches.
She
Oh.
lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I wanted to open the book again. Oh. Oh, here we are. So it's next is Sam. Milton and Lewis. Oh. Edie lost 2 of her. Oh. Edie's family isn't even on the record because it's in the old house. I see. So this keeps going even further back. Sam and Calvin are twins. Walter is the youngest. Molly died when she was 10? The monster in her bed? She knew she was gonna die beforehand. Hours comic. Walter hid himself away for 30 years and died before. Did Edie do this all? Did Edie die with Lewis? Or something like that? Because here's the thing. Oh no, Dawn died after Edie, so maybe Dawn escaped and we have information from her and... No, there's... I mean, this is assuming Edie No, I don't know what this mystery is. We have to... There's some monster out there killing this entire family.
But looking back on it now,
Okay.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, you have a daughter, and you're risking your life right here. Gotcha. Okay, at least we made it to the second floor. No, we're not going up that way. There's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Oh, there's family line. Oh, this is for her daughter. Right.
They were both pretty intense.
That's a lot of taxidermy. Not a big...
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, the ocean waves. Why is this also... Why is this also nicely prepared? Dude. Like... There's a package of their story on their desk or like somewhere where it's like just waiting. I wonder if that's part of the story or if it's just a gameplay thing. Do you want one picture of him? Oh, he hides a lot.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Oh, Don's a boy.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Oh.
Just need to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can hit the road. Not quite.
What?
Oh, Don is a girl.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, that's how he passed. Father Don and the bonding went wrong.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So Sam... Okay, so... Edie and Odin came here together. Had 5 children. Sam, one of the twins, managed to had a daughter and 2 sons, and as always, and the 2 sons died. Wow, that makes mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, their great-grandmother outlived so many of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Oh my god. That's a lot. I'm sad. We only Sam's story was Dawn's story. I thought there was gonna be more with the other siblings, other children, but okay. Okay, she stepped on the beams. Oh, or just step on. Oh wait.
After Sam died,
This is
my
where
mom
you
and
get
Edie
like
got really close.
a mold
They
infection.
both lost a lot.
You breathe this area and you definitely will. Oh, and okay. Record. Why is this still like the kids' room? I'm gonna look around first.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Gregory and Gus. No. Gus was 13, Gregory was 2. I have a feeling we're gonna get... The game's gonna end with a number right here. We're getting there. That's our way out. We gotta enter the 2 other people's first. I figured that there is a shortcut back to this place, but let's just get 2 years old. Divorce contract. A lawsuit's been filed against you. You have 20. Kay Carolee? Kay Carlisle? Kay Carlisle, the wife. Yeah, we don't see much outside the Finch family, even their spouses.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
Oh, they got
Like
divorced because of a 2-year-old.
Something funny was happening,
Yeah.
but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
That time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
That's Kay
Hello?
Carlisle.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Don't tell me he drowned with the frog turn on the tub or something.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish he could have told us
No, I don't want to.
about the world he saw.
He drowned?
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About
Oh.
everything. But I know what happened wasn't
Okay.
your fault.
So the divorce happened before Gregory died, which a year after.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
No, they
Love,
got.
Sam.
Oh, she was on the phone with someone else, and then she took a phone call, and oh. So Edie, so Gus is next. Dawn might still be alive. Um, no, she's not. 2016. Yeah, there's no dash. Do you get Gus, Milton, Lewis, and then maybe Dawn has the most information, and then Dawn and Edie? I don't know. Well, our next one here, Gus. Their history is just right in front of us.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, there was child abuse? I mean, with this family, anything, I guess, is...
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Yeah, we looked the other way because we don't want anything to do with that, right? Is that how that works? Yep.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded
Tornado?
much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
You wish that?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh. I want to read this again. So, a tornado killed Gus? No. Who died there? That was Gus's poem. That was Gus's poem. And I was like, why is the belly up? It sounds like she's 22 weeks pregnant. That one I'm confused a little bit. So Dad said go to the wedding, Dawn's wedding, I assume? Gus shows up. Sweep trash. Mop now yard. Greg P. Baby. Run to mailbox and back. Raise flag at 7:30. Breakfast. Quiet time.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Dawn.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
She doesn't get much space, but at least my sister gets her privacy from her brothers, you know? As little as there can be. Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Dawn was your mom. Okay.
Lewis was born a year later.
A year?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Okay. Are you all, like, half-brothers? Or are these your brothers? Like, the same father? Because
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
living up here is normal? You glued everybody's... No. Okay.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Watch your step. People.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton disappeared? Oh, he doesn't have a date. He just... Oh, your brother disappeared. Are we going in the order of death? Well, let me just double check. Molly. Barbara. Oh, Calvin was first. 60. And then it was Barbara? No, that was Walter this time. No, it's Generation. It's just kind of a different order. But it feels like we're going to talk about Milton before Lewis and then Dawn. Sanjay was the father. Sam and Kay. Carlisle? And... Ben. Okay. Is that the way I'm going? This goes up, right? Because... Like, oh no. We're at the top of the house. No, we're not. There's so much back that direction. The game kind of told us to go this way, so let's do it. pretty nice one. Diarmors seems like a pretty cool hobby. Man, the worst about this is that you can't even say that he's dead, because, I mean, probably is, but there's no closure, right?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh. Achoo. His appearance just like that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
What? How did he disappear? How did he disappear? He just does art. How did he disappear? What? That's it? He just disappeared? I want to know more. Just like a pretty cool hangout spot, to be fair, but...
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Why the doors?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Milton found something? And then died? Died for finding something?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Okay, so this is where the core of the mystery is. Dawn and Edie has, like, seen so much death, has been so close to it. So much of her family has been killed by some sort of monster, and I think Edie knows something. And Dawn's been blaming Edie, and then that's why she glued all the doors shut. I don't know what she found out. I don't know what Milton found out. Milton found something about Edie. Then there's some blaming going on, and then the house gets abandoned the day after. What?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Before I go there, I just take a look around here. Oh no, that's... Okay, well that's the way up. We can't go quite there yet. There's some other way in. Just... Cannery. Twisted.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Ah. Yeah, you could...
Lewis and I spend a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Just because you play a lot of games doesn't mean you get good at them. Your brother died when he was that young?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
If this was your job, I would also... I couldn't stand this.
Wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
No, this is not focused. See what I'm doing
Like
right now?
a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
It's only one matter of time until your hand is lost and you lose all that art that you've built up.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
I stop
talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won.
Mario, little flag moment.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Is this the fish place? Feels like it. Bro.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him.
We never got to look at his face.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
That's... What, I don't even know what to make of. Why is his story so packed, and then all of a sudden, like,
Insisted on advising him.
the other brother that was missing just got like, hey, she was missing. You didn't learn anything about him. In art. That's where the mystery is, though, so I guess I understand.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Oh. That's how your brother died?
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Dawn, the mother, and the great-grandmother are the last two. Do we get to see Edith's house? Edith's, is there any chance we see Edith's room? I think Edith's room's next.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Your brother.
But I understand why we left.
You had running water. Oh.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Edie's 90th birthday. The light's still on.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
This is Edie's room.
But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. until supper when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Why would you go? I still don't know what happened. Okay, so her son died. She glued every single door. And then left the house? She tried to take Edith with her. Edith was... I don't understand these events. Okay.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Death?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Frog.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Is this the story of the house? Not...
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd
Hey,
go
Dark
back
Man.
to it.
How you doing? We are approaching the end of What Remains of Edith Finch.
When the fog rolled in,
What game is this one?
I lost
This
my
is
way.
What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a 3D narrative. It's like a... It's just like a kind of
I got turned around.
very linear story where we kind of like go back in the past and learn about the Finches. So this is their family tree, kind of, and this family has been plagued by a lot of surprising deaths, or not surprising, but like just some mysterious deaths. And it's just like they die, we leave a record of them behind, and now we're trying to figure out apparently when we're Edith, her brother went missing, her other brother committed suicide. We heard their stories last, and then currently all that remains is Edith, her mother Dawn, and great grandmother Eddie. And right now those two are arguing, and we're like flashback moment. These two are arguing, and we went to the library, and this is a story of Edie. And some of these stories are just crazy, or like, it's just like, this family has a lot of mysteries, and some of the deaths are just like kind of weird or unexplainable. Like, Molly knew she was gonna die the day she died, and she wrote a journal entry about how monster was gonna eat her or something like that. And that's just weird. And then we have it's just like Edie knows something, and the mom Dawn wants to leave this house because it's just filled with death, stories of death, and she doesn't want us to know, but Edie says we have the right to know, and we're just trying. And obviously, our mom's died, and we're just trying to go back and learn about the story of this household and everybody. And as you can see, every drawing we have complete is the drawing of someone's story we have already seen, which means I think we're doing Edie right now, and there's 2 left. There's Dawn, then Edith. Which I have a feeling we're going to die the moment we know the story. It's just a gut feeling. But right now, we're just doing a little flashback moment. We are exploring the old house. I don't know where I am. We are exploring the old house.
I started seeing things.
Okay. So, we open a book, we're reading, this is, hey, this is, I only have time for one story, and this is Edith's story of when she lived in a previous house that was torn down by, like, high tides or something.
Forgotten had ever existed.
And now you're seeing things, Ron smell.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Even after all this wreckage, you still have to open the front gates, enter your own house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
This is fun. You can just kind of do a little wave.
A few years went by.
This game is really creative. It finds creative ways to tell stories, and I really like that.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
This is... She
got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
You are 22 weeks pregnant. You're the second last Finch alive.
Until I found out about you.
Oh.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. but now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Are we being birthed right now?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, you're just visiting a grave. Oh. We played as Edith this entire time, and that's the house we climbed. The top room was Edith's room. Just a bunch of story of death. So for Shirley Dallas. Just a bunch of photos from when they were kids for all the creators. Very creative game, lots of beautiful art assets. Movement was like basic, slow, but it kept it interesting, very well paced. The stories had impact, even though like it's just a story of death. And I guess with that one, what makes it really like stick. Even here, even the credit screen is creative. That house, that was strange design, just built up. I'm sad we didn't get to explore the old house, or we didn't get to read the rest of that book, because we got the half of the book where we got the half the book where we could actually keep reading the story. So I'm kind of sad I didn't get to read the other half. I want to know what happened in the other house. I want to know about Eddie. Like, she disappeared the next day, but like gone as in what do you mean by gone? Full stories. Well, music did its job too in this game. Yeah, for a 2-hour experience, it's pretty damn good. Is there alternate endings? I don't even know. But I think I'm happy with the one I got, if there is. Additional rating. Annapurna Interactive. Yeah, I initially found this game through that publisher because of what was it? I think it was like games like Journey and something else. It was. Sorry, I was just looking at what other games that I played of theirs. I think it was. I think there were like a handful of games that I played of theirs, and they were pretty good. So I decided to also get this one. I really want to know what happened to Edie and her story about the old house. I'm pretty sure it's just the same as this, where it's just like a record of, yeah, just a record of bizarre deaths. Let's Edith play from the beginning. Replay a story. That was the end. I kind of just want to see Edie's thing again. Like, was there something that I missed? No, this is it. No, that's just it. It continues. Edith has a son. Dawn tried to keep Edith away from all his death. I don't know how Edith died. Maybe died giving birth? Maybe? But like, I guess she kept this going, where like stories of everybody. Okay, well, that's it, I guess. I wish there was a little more with this ending, but that was that game, I guess. Yeah. That was not what I expected. I wasn't I was expecting more of a mystery, but it's just like a collection of stories, and I'm down for that, especially if it's gonna be in this such creative way. There are 9 achievements for this game. Okay, hold up. There are other endings. Catch 2 hours, only 2 swoops. Take both paths in the house. There's 2 paths. Oh, if you stare at the peepholes long enough, you get commentary. Play Calvin's story again. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. Okay, yeah. So like, there's no alternate ending. It's just like there's like different ways to play out each story a little bit, I guess, or more things to interact with than I thought. Yeah, but that was what remains of Edith Finch. I'm glad I played it. It was definitely worth the price it was. It's definitely on sale right now, so it's pretty cheap. And pretty good story. I'm glad I played that. Yeah.